All right. Okay, y'all. I think we are recording. Let me make sure. Yes, we are recording. So thank y'all so much for tuning in this evening. We are hosting this webinar, guys, just because, or this training. It's actually a training. It's a team-only training so that we all can interact with each other. We are a very diverse team. We are located from different parts of the earth, and I want to make sure that we have a platform where we can meet up every single week and get our questions answered, not just for building a team, but also booking travel as well. We do a lot of things to help build our travel agent team. And so some people have reached out and said, hey, I want to get some help with building my travel brand marketing, as well as getting some questions answered. So this platform is for us to come together every week, share things that are working with us. We have a pact that we do not keep secrets. And so we're going to go ahead and dive into the information. First things first, if you are on our team, which you are because only our team got this invitation, you should have already watched the welcome video that's on our team website. Our team website is vacation, the number 2, wealth.com. The welcome video is segmented into 2 sections. There is the first half, or I believe is IntelliTravel. The second half is Planet Marketing. But the information there is there to help you jumpstart both of your businesses. So make sure you watch the welcome video on vacationtowealth.com. Also, the getting started videos in the virtual office of Planet Marketing, the company just added this. The getting started video is a 4-step process to help you understand and grow your Planet Marketing business. Okay, so how you get there is you go to planetmarketing.com, you put in your username and password, and you will be inside of your virtual office, and you'll see a button that says getting started. IntelliTravel University, go ahead and complete those 18 training modules. Quick, simple, but in order, and that's the only prerequisite I have. If you've ever reached out to me asking for some help on booking a trip, the first question I ask is, have you completed your travel training? That is only because there's a lot of questions that people are asking that is covered in the training, as well as really understanding the foundation of booking travel will help us have a more quick and efficient conversation when we do speak. Also, make sure that you are a part of the following Facebook groups: Team Tips and Travel Talk. That group is strictly talking about travel. In fact, we have to monitor the posts. So when we see people trying to welcome people to the team, ask questions about building a team or anything about marketing, we do not allow that in the group. That group is strictly for travel. So if you're booking travel at all, interested in travel, have travel questions, you are more than welcome to post in that group. Then we have the Team Relentless Travel Kings and Queens group. That is our team group. So we welcome people there. We share marketing tips. We share events that are coming up, local events, regional events, all kinds of things there. We also have our Powerful Leaders group. So the Powerful Leaders group, that is a group that is headed by 4-star director, Ms. JP Watkins. She's our coach. She's our mentor. And so there you welcome people there, and you get all the announcements and promotions and things of that nature. And so here you also see where you're added into some chat groups as well. Those chat groups are just for those of you who are working your business day to day. Sometimes we'll announce things there first before we post it in a group or send out an email. Next is weekly training. I told you guys when we first got started, tonight we've chosen a new night and time. Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They will be here on Zoom online, or you can call in, okay? So mark your calendars, set your alarms. Y'all, we're going to have different talking topics every single week. So one week we may talk about how to plan a group trip, right? One week we may talk about, like this week, our discussion is how to get your agent rates, right? So there's different things we will talk about with travel as well as with Planet Marketing, launching your business. We're going to focus on that tonight, but we'll definitely talk about Facebook marketing, how to do an effective Facebook Live video, just all types of different things that will help you with your business. So staying plugged in. And I did not mean to spell plugging in without the G there. So you'll go to the Inspirational Morning Vitamin, happens Monday through Friday. That is a corporate call. That's 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. And that call is led by all of our top directors in the company. 641-715-3610 is the phone number. The PIN number is 377045#. Now, if you are with, let's see, there's some chatting things going on. Yes, Kyra, I'm displaying slides. Do you guys see my screen?
I see a screen with something black on it.
It's black and it has a squiggle line in it, so it looks like as if it's not.
No.
Yeah, it's not showing anything. It just is showing. Okay,
it,
I said plug. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
I'm sorry about that. I forgot to share it. So, anyways, okay. So now we're getting to the good stuff. So thank y'all. I'm glad I saw that little light up there shining about the chat. So here is the phone number and the password, PIN number for the Inspirational Morning Vitamin call, 641-715-3610. The PIN number 377045#. If you're with T-Mobile, if you're with Metro PCS, those two phone companies decided that they will charge people for conference calls. So the call itself is free, but unfortunately, if you're with T-Mobile or Metro PCS, your phone providers charge you a fee. So the way that you get the calls for free is downloading an app. So if you download a texting app like Text Now works. There's some other free calling apps that you can use. They definitely work as well, so you can get in on those calls. Now we have some Blitz opportunity calls every single day, Monday through Friday, throughout the week. At 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, we have the phone number, 319-527-3142, no access code. That's an opportunity call. So if you have people that you're wanting to share the business with, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you actually have the opportunity to, I took my picture away for those of you saying you can't see me anymore. So anyways, we want to make sure that you're inviting people to the noon call, okay? That's to get the information to your friends and family who may be interested in the business. Now, starting tomorrow, we will have a 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time opportunity call that will go into the end of November, okay? This call will be led by the Goal Builders, Directors in Training, and Directors, okay? If you're a bronze or silver builder, you'll have the opportunity to host a call. So you definitely want to make sure you're plugging people in to these calls on a daily basis, and we will talk more about how you can do that later on. Every Sunday I didn't put the time here, but every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, that's 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Planet Marketing hosts a corporate hour call. So the first portion of the call is about company updates. If you hit directorship or you promote, they interview new promotions throughout the company. And then the second half of the hour is training led by our top six-figure income earners, our top 5 money earners, chairman council members that trains us on different ways of growing the business. It's the same exact number as the IMV, as the Inspirational Morning Call, 641-715-3610. For those of you who are listening in And the PIN number is 377045#. Again, if you're with T-Mobile or Metro PCS, you will need a calling app to make those calls for free. Then every single Monday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have our Millionaire Mindset call that is led by Ms. J.P. Watkins, 4-star director, and it's her organization call. The phone number there is 712-775-7035, and the PIN number is 97909. Now, why does that not look right? I think there's a number missing there. Let me make sure I have the right number for you guys. Let's see here. The PIN number for that is actually 997909. Okay, 997909 is the PIN number. I knew there was a number missing. So let's talk about the importance of launching your business. We have several of you on who have launched your business before. Ms. Tronda has launched her business. I know Ms. Kyra Harris have. There are several of you on who have launched your business. So the importance of launching your business is you must let people know you're in business. But you can individually let people know in a subtle way. Yeah, I have my own business. Yes, I can book your travel. Yes, I can show you how to grow your own business as well. Or you can do what the businesses do and you let people know to take you serious and you launch your entire business in a major way, okay? So now that means you invite a whole bunch of people to listen to a phone call or of some sort to let everyone know at one time that you are in business, okay? And so here, when you're launching your business, guys, you're not doing it alone. It's not like you are doing it with your friends and family because, of course, some of you say, well, I want to wait until I get to know a little bit more about my business first before I start telling anyone. And that would make sense if you were in business alone. So when you're launching your business, it's going to show that you have support. You're going to have your goal builders on the line. We'll have other business partners on, directors like myself, Ms. Harris, Ms. Jackson, that's helping you. And so people will see that when they partner in business with you, even though it's early on in your business, that they don't have to just rely on you because you're still learning, but they'll also have support. Okay, so that's major. And then it generates income quickly. So for the people that have made a significant amount of income within their first month in the business, it's because they launched their business. My first week, I welcomed 12 new business partners, not because I had a whole lot of time, because I didn't. I was working a full-time job when I first got started, but it's because I launched my business. A whole lot of people got the information at one time, and they made a decision to get in the business. Now you can launch for a consistent 30 to 90 days. Now, have y'all ever seen a grand opening sign for a brand new business and you kept seeing that grand opening sign, right? That sign would be there for sometimes a year, or you will see that they will replace grand opening and 6 months later, it says grand reopening. So think of your business in such a way. For the first 30 to 90 days, you want to consistently launch your business so people know that you're taking your business serious and you're not going anywhere. So how do we launch? There's 3 ways that we launch, guys. First is having launch calls, okay? When you have a launch call, it's a 20-minute call with just your friends and family. So sometimes we do team launch calls, right? And you'll see me say, hey, we're doing a team launch call tonight. How many of you are launching? The reason I ask that question is because on the call, I want to shout your name out. If I know that you're specifically inviting for this call in a major way, then I definitely want to shout out, hey, this is a launch call, and we want to make sure that if you're the guest of Brandon Grace, that you know that he invited you here for this information, right? And sometimes we'll have a call where it's not public to the entire team. We just have you and your business partners or your family and friends on. And so with the launch call, when it's a private, personal launch call, we will ask you to give a 30-second testimony. In 30 seconds, tell people why you're excited and why you invited them to this call tonight. And so they get a chance to hear your voice. So it's much more personal than just inviting people to a call, right? And it's a launch call, which means that it's designed to help you kick your business off. And so Ms. Harris and I, or now we're starting to plug in more directors in training to help with this call, so they will hear the voices of other people as well. Okay. Then the webinars, they're about 30 to 45 minutes long. They're a little longer because they actually have visuals. So there are the actual presentation that you guys see us do on Sundays. I posted a recording, a YouTube video today of when it was myself, Miss Harris, Candace Aites, and Shatan Wolverton last week. Guys, those are great opportunities for you. After your launch call, you know, everyone's not going to make it that you invited. And then some people who heard it also want to see it. So it's a good way to follow up. Then also the travel parties. Now, the travel parties is what you guys saw us doing over the weekend. Some of you are brand new to the team because you attended a travel party. But a travel party is a 60-minute home party. Okay, it's designed to be inside of your home or someone's home. Now, there are other ways that we have travel parties and clubhouses and events and things like that. But when we're launching your business, we're very specific that it needs to be in your home. Why your home? Because it makes it personal, right? It's showing people that you trust us if we're inside of your home, but also it's inviting them and make them feel like they are part of an elite group, especially if you're a private person, right? You wouldn't invite people to your home if you didn't feel that this was an important process in your life, right? So let's think about this. Success loves speed. So what that means, guys, is that we want to make sure you're hosting your launch call within the first 24 to 48 hours. Now, the call is a great, convenient way for everyone to plug in. It's simple and there's very little effort. You simply are picking up the phone, inviting people, but you wouldn't hear excuses from your friends and family saying, oh, I got to find a babysitter. Oh, I get off work too late. It's a phone call, right? So, and no matter where you're located, you're in California, you can be inviting your friends and family in New York, or that's in a totally different time zone, right? It's a 45-second invitation. So for those of you who are saying, I'm just too busy, remember, you're not speaking the whole 20 minutes on the call. You're going to spend time inviting at least 100 people, right, that you already know to this call. Now, here's a script because I've been asked quite a bit for a script. Now, you can cater it to your personal personality, but this is a script that works really well. I'm excited. I'm launching one of the biggest projects of my life. I am launching my travel business, and I have information I want to share with all of my friends and family at once. So I'm hosting one private call. Will you be available tonight at 7 p.m. for about 20 minutes? Now, this is the exact script that I used. The reason why I wanted my friends and family to know that I was hosting one private call is so that they would make it a priority to get on the call. But more importantly, so they wouldn't expect me to sit on the phone and explain to each of them individually. So here's some things that will happen while you're inviting, guys. People will say, well, just tell me about it. I don't need to call. I'm your best friend. Tell me about it. You have to deny them, okay? It's going to be very tempting to just give them a little teaser of the information. So that's going to be the hardest part. You're going to hear that a lot. Well, tell me about it. Tell me more. Look, I don't have a whole lot of time. I got 80 more people I have to call. So it's important for me. I did a launch call twice in my career, specific, just like this. And I waited a few hours before my call to invite people. Some people invite, a day before, 2 days before. I prefer to do it a few hours before my call, because again, success loves speed. So if I call you at 3:00 and I'm telling you I'm launching one of the biggest projects of my life, will you have about 20 minutes at 7:00 tonight to get on a call? That doesn't give you enough time really to give me an excuse not to, and it'll be fresh on your mind that you need to call tonight. A lot of times if you invite people to something too early, or too far in advance, it takes away the sensitivity. Like, well, it's not that important. She's telling me it's happening in 2 more days, or it gives them an opportunity to say, oh, I forgot, something came up, that, right? So here, that is very important for your call. So now let's talk about the webinar. The webinar should happen at least 3 days into the business. I would say 3 to 5 days into your first 3 to 5 days, okay? The webinar is a great follow-up to the call. I mentioned that earlier. It's also a great visual. So let's say after your call, you're going to have your list, because this is a business, right? And you'll know who was on the call and who wasn't. If it's a private call, we're going to send you the report of all the people who were on the call anyway, okay? And so now you can go back and say, hey, Kyra, I know that you didn't get a chance to make it to my call last night, but I'm actually hosting a webinar of the same information. You absolutely have to have this information, okay? So then, of course, that's a great follow-up. And then for those people who were on the call but didn't sign up, invite them to the webinar, right? Maybe they're more visual and they want to see something. So say, hey, I know you were on the call. You said you were interested, not ready to sign up yet, but I really want you to get on the webinar so you can actually see the information and have a visual, right? So there's different ways that you can present that you're having that webinar. And again, 45-second invitation. It uses the same invitation, except now I'm hosting a webinar, right? Will you be available? Date, time for about 20 minutes? No, it's actually about 30 to 45 minutes. So I forgot to replace that, okay? So here we're going to talk about the travel party. Now, the travel party is for those who love connecting face-to-face. So if they were on a call, if they were on a webinar, if they still haven't signed up, you're going to invite them to the travel party as well. Why not, right? So here's the deal. When you read the book Go Pro by Eric Worre, which is a highly recommended book for your career here in the industry, guys, you will learn that it will take anywhere from 6 to 8 exposures before people sign up. Some of you who are on, it took you 6 to 8 exposures. And some of you were like me who didn't need that many. And after the first time, you're like, yeah, sign me up. It makes sense, right? So we're actually not the average, but the average person, it will take 6 to 8 exposures. So you will continuously invite until they tell you to leave them alone, right? Sometimes people are not saying no. They're saying not right now. So if someone doesn't sign up after your call, that doesn't mean that it's no. That means they either don't have the money, something still isn't connecting. They would still like for you to plug in, right? So don't take no until it's a no. And a leader can assist you either virtually or in person if they're available. So you guys know we have been hosting the virtual travel parties, right? We're doing a blitz. So far, we only have done 3 virtual travel parties, right? 3 virtual travel parties. So it is just the same. You're inviting people into your home, or let's say you ask a friend, hey, will you host a travel party for me to help me grow my business? You go to their home and have them invite their friends and family, and you will see Kyra Harris and I, or, we're now training up some other leaders, so some other directors, goal builders, soon to be directors, who will help host a travel party virtually through the TV in your home. Now, for those of you who are comfortable doing the presentation yourselves, guys, we can definitely help you. But for your launch, we want to assist you with that. So we can either come in person. We did some launch travel parties in Louisiana over the weekend, and we can also do it virtually. So keep that in mind. It's a home party. It's also a great way to create momentum for your business. Now, people are going to want to do what you do. So that's why we're being very systematic about the calls, the webinars, the travel parties, because even though you're brand new in the business, you don't have to personally come up with this stuff on your own. You don't have to do it yourself, but it's still helping grow your business. So of course the travel party creates momentum. Like at Teresa's party, you know, Raynelda lived in the area, and even though she's not on her team, she still came, and other team members came and plugged in. So we're one big happy family, guys. Sometimes you need the travel party, and sometimes the travel party needs you. And what that means is at Teresa's party, they didn't just have me and Kyra as directors to share our testimonies. They had Miss Jacqueline there, they had Miss Raynelda there, and Teresa. So now that gave evidence to the guests that, oh, other people are doing it too. Oh, they're just like me. And guess what, guys? People sign up when they see evidence. So whenever you see us posting a flyer, that means that you are invited as well, and you're more than welcome. And so it matters, especially in markets where I'm not living, or Miss Kyra Harris isn't, or any top leaders, because then you guys can come together and start building the momentum for your business together, as well as for the market. Again, 45-second invitation. And I think I just copied and pasted here and forgot to change the wording, but you guys get it, right? So now you're inviting them to your travel party, and let them know that it's about 60 minutes long. So we try to keep the travel party presentation itself about 45 minutes, leaving 15 minutes to get questions answered and for some interaction in the travel party. So now let's talk about, how do you build day to day when you don't have a travel party, when you don't have a webinar, when you don't have a phone call. Guys, we have what you call the PS3, utilizing the PS3. Now, when we realize that we have a system in place, you can do this anytime, anywhere. So we may do a PS3 as a vendor at a trade show. We may do the PS3 as a online on Facebook, right? We may do the PS3 through a text message. Now, what is the PS3? That's when you pique interest to get someone to say, yes, I'm interested, show the plan, and then have a three-way call. So a pique interest is, hey, I have an opportunity where I can show you how you can save money and make money owning your own travel agency. Are you interested? Someone says yes. Next thing is to show the plan, which could be a video, inviting them to a call, a webinar, or an event, and then doing a three-way call for validation, okay? There is a PS3 video in the Planet Marketing back office in the video of libraries. I've strongly recommend you taking a look at it. So how else do you PS3? Let's say you posted something on your Facebook and people said, I'm interested, okay? That's your P. You've piqued their interest. Turn the fan on. So you've piqued their interest when they're commenting on your post. That's them saying yes. So sometimes people say, okay, how do I PS3? Teresa, you actually PS3 the other day, yesterday, just by saying, you know what? I said I was going to do a drawing for a for after my travel party, but I decide now I'm going to give a vacation voucher to every one of my guests who attended. Then people start saying, hey, I'm sorry, I missed the travel party. Hey, I'm interested, right? You may post a picture of a luxury vacation and say, travel is my business. Who else would be interested in making travel their business? Guys, you just piqued their interest. So as people are commenting, you're going to say, yes, I'm going to show you some information. I'll share some information with you. So now you're going to show the plan. We have a mobile app with Planet Marketing, guys. You can share the videos through that mobile app. You can share a video from my YouTube channel, from our travel team page. When you go to vacationtowealth.com, click on videos. There's several videos there that you can use. And then the three-way call. Here's the misconception about the three-way call and why people don't use it. People think that doing the three-way call means that your friends and family members will think that you don't know what you're doing, right? I thought that. That's why I'm saying that. The three-way call is not for you. It is the validation of you. So let's say, like for me, I had one of my friends saying, LaVonda, I knew you would do good at this business anyway because you were already successful in the oil and gas industry. And you were already doing presentations for your job. So that's why this is perfect for you. I'm not interested because I won't do good at it, right? So that's because it was a conversation she and I were having. But when I connected her on a three-way call with Mr. Philip Rollins, then she shared a different side of her. When he started speaking to her about the business, she shared with him she was going through a divorce, she was looking for an opportunity, and that this would be perfect for her. Because I got myself out of the way, so she had a different conversation. On the three-way call, we validate you. We validate why you are the perfect business partner for them. And then it shows them that you have support. So whereas they may feel that you are too busy for your own life, so if they partner in business with you, how in the world are you going to be able to help them? So the three-way call then shows them that they don't have to rely on you, right? You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So the three-way call is very, very important. Now, after the three-way call happens, then call them back. Y'all can talk. You can answer questions and all of that, but don't answer any of their questions until you do the three-way call, okay? And then here, guys, Facebook marketing. A lot of you are on the team because of Facebook marketing. Kyra Harris and I met because of online marketing. So most of you that are on tonight wouldn't be on. Christy Evers, this is my first time seeing you outside of a Facebook picture, but it was because of Facebook marketing that you and I are business partners, right? And so Facebook marketing is a great way to grow your business day to day. Now, one of the strategies that I love to use, guys, is the referral marketing, right? Referral marketing is when we ask our friends and family to post on their Facebook pages for us so that we can meet other people who may be interested. And I love asking my friends and family who already told me no, that they're not interested. So now they can share on their pages, please connect with LaVonda. She's my friend. She owns her own travel agency and help others own their own agencies as well. If you're interested, contact her. That's how I have actually welcomed a lot of business partners through those Facebook referral marketing. Another way to market on Facebook is in the Facebook groups. And we're going to have more team trainings that will give you guys specific strategies on how to build on Facebook. That's one of my strengths. 99% of my business came from Facebook marketing. It's a great way. And then, of course, again, we talked about inviting to opportunity calls. So before we get to the IntelliTravel slide, because I'm actually going to go online and show y'all some things, I would love to know if you have any questions. If you have any questions, go ahead and unmute yourself so you can ask your question. Anybody have any questions? You can unmute yourself or type in the chat. Any questions? Ms. Harris, do you have anything you would like to add before I proceed?
No, everything sounds good. Hold on. Did we just get something in the chat?
Oh, thanks for monitoring that.
Okay. What if they do not commit to do a three-way?
Oh, great question. So when you actually do the training, you will find out that you're not asking permission for a three-way. Okay. Ms. Harris, let's role play. Wouldn't that be good if we just role play real quick?
I love that.
Right. So we don't ask permission for a three-way call, Desiree, and that's thank you for asking that question, because that's a mistake that a lot of people make. Here is the wrong way to do it. Okay. So Ms. Harris, I've already sent you the information. No, let's start from the beginning. I'm gonna call you. Okay. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Kyra, how you doing?
Hi.
This is LaVonda. I'm sorry, I don't have a whole lot of time, but I thought about you, and I am actually working where I own my own travel agency, and I'm helping others start their own travel businesses as well. Would you be interested in learning more?
Um, yeah, I mean, that sounds cool. I'll take a look at it.
Okay. Well, do you have about 10 minutes right now? I can actually shoot you a quick video and give you a call right back to get your questions answered.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll look at it now. I have some time.
Okay, perfect. So she hangs up. I text her a link to the video. The video I'm sending her is only 4.5 minutes. So I'll call her back in about 10 minutes. And usually I'll confirm the time. So I'm sorry about that. So it's 8:10. I'll say, okay, 8:20, I'll give you a call back. So ring, ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, Kyra.
Hey,
Did you get a chance to check out that video?
I did. Yeah, I like it. Oh my gosh, you can own your own travel business? I didn't know that's what you were doing.
Yes. So I have a question. What did you like best about what you saw?
Um, the opportunity, I mean, just to earn income from it. I mean, I travel all the time. It just made sense for me. And I didn't know that we could actually, put ourselves in position to get paid on our own trips. So I'm definitely interested.
Okay, cool. So is it okay if I get you on a three-way call with one of the top leaders in our company?
How long is it gonna take?
Not sure, but they're a top income earner and they can answer all the questions you have. Would you want to talk to them?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I'll speak with them.
Okay. Kyra, you did it wrong. You're supposed to say no, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you want me to. Oh no, we can still go back to that part. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not interested.
Right. The reason why I wanted her to say no, guys, is because
Sorry.
oh no, it's all good. We'll do it the right way the next time. We didn't know we were going to role play. But the reason I wanted her to say no is because most people are going to tell you no. If you ask, "Hey, is it okay if I get you on a three-way call with one of the top leaders?" Most people will say, "No, I'm good." And they're not, right? And so then it stops. You just killed your call, right? Because now you're not in a position where you feel comfortable answering any questions they may have, and it's no way for you to escalate the call. So the way that we actually do the three-way is we don't ask, okay? So I'm going to call you back, Kyra. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Kyra, it's LaVonda again.
Hey, girl. How are you?
I'm good. Did you get a chance to take a look at that video?
I did.
Perfect. So what did you like best about what you saw?
Um, the vacations. I loved it, and I mean, if I can make some money, doing what I'm already doing, helping my family and friends, it just makes sense to me.
Awesome. Okay. Well, listen, I already connected with Miss Kyra Harris. She's actually one of our top 100 income earners. She's a one-star director in our company, which means she has a team of over 100 agents. But she also books travel. She trains on travel. She has a whole lot of fun traveling as well. And I told her that I had you watching a video. She told me she had time that she's able to help get your questions answered. Hold on one second while I get her on the line.
Okay.
All right. So that's the response you'll get, right? Isn't okay because I didn't ask, is it okay if I get her on the line? I said, hold on, I'm getting her on the line, right? So that's the way that you do your three-way call, and people will do what you ask them. But if you ask them, Desiree, and for any of you who may have seen that hasn't been successful, if people don't want to do the three-way, that means you're asking them to do it. Also, when I share the video, I'm telling them that I will get your questions answered. So I'm not saying that I'm answering the questions. I'm not saying someone else is answering the questions. I'm just saying when I call you back, I'll help get your questions answered. So then again, you're not letting people know that you're going to get a stranger on the line with them, right? And especially if you're doing Facebook marketing, then if you're already the stranger, it's like, oh, wait a minute. Now you're going to get someone else on the phone I don't know? No, thank you. I'm not interested, right? Because we don't want them to feel like they're being sold. On the three-way call, Kyra, what do we say on the three-way call as leaders?
Of course, we say we give it back to the actual individual on the call. So we'll just start off with saying, "Hey, how are you doing, Miss Lavonda? She advised that she had a chance to check out the information, and I would love to know, what did you like best about it." But before I even would say that, I would, I'd normally give a salutation just to say, thank you again for taking the opportunity to speak with us. Actually, before we start, I want to give it back to Mrs. Lavonda. This woman is amazing. Like, she's a 2-star director. She, basically, I'll give the different accolades on behalf of, if you, oh, she's a goal builder. She's helped over 9 families start their own travel business, and she's just really excited to share with you this information. So we do appreciate you for taking our call. And then I'll go on to proceed and say, well, she did advise that you had a chance to check out our travel project or our travel information. I would love to know, what did you like best about it? And then, they'll answer and they'll say, oh, yeah, that's exactly what I love best about it as well. And, might give a little personal relation to it. And then from there, we go into questions. Well, you did have a chance to check out that information. And I would love to know, what questions do you have for me in regards to the information that you saw? And, we go into it and we finish it out, and then we aim to close. We'll get all the answers for y'all. And we just ask that you all remain silent because most people do intervene in the middle of a 3-way call. But you have to realize, if you called someone on the line who knew the questions to get them answered for you, why are you interrupting in these conversations if the purpose is to get the questions answered? Once they're answered, and once we basically get that final confirmation of whether or not to give them a call back or whether they're ready to partner that same day, then we'll proceed to, ask of you to join us back on the line so that you can finish the transaction or the process of whether or not getting y'all your calendar, or if you'll have to get ready to sign them up. And we always love a call that says, I'm ready now. And we're like, okay.
Right.
Miss Tish, please grab your pen and paper and take her information.
Yes, that's awesome. And that's right. So good question, Ms. Desiree. Are there any other questions in the chat, Ms. Harris?
Yes, actually we do. I'm going to answer Carrie's first, and then we'll go to Jamie. Carrie says, best way to do it in person, meeting for coffee in the morning. I'm assuming it was a question, best way to do it in person. If you want to elaborate, you can. If you choose to elaborate, you can, Carrie, but okay, that's it. Yeah. So best way to do it in person if you are trying to do a one-on-one.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I've done to my phone here. I have been able to do the 3-way calls whenever I'm calling somebody, but whenever I'm meeting them for coffee, getting someone else involved, the transition feels a little awkward. So what would be the best way to go about doing that? Did that make any sense?
Yes, that does make sense, because I've actually have done one-on-ones, and it used to be one of my second favorite ways of building the business when I got started. I said used to be because now y'all know I'm homeschooling, so I haven't had much time for one-on-ones. But Carrie, what you do is you set it up with your validator. So if you're going to use Ms. Harris or Teresa or myself, let us know what time you plan on meeting your person one-on-one. And it's actually the same way. So I'll have my phone in hand when I'm getting ready to call, because you just finished. If you're doing the presentation yourself, you get through the slides. When I get to the director's slide, then I will pick up the phone and I will call the director that I'm planning to use. Or you can wait until the very end of the presentation, and after they get all the info, and say, you know what, I actually told my 2-star director before this meeting that I was meeting with you, and she wanted me to get her on the phone so she can help me get your questions answered. And you always want to edify before you put the person on the phone. It is very awkward for you to say all these amazing things about the leader while the leader is on the phone, because then it makes the person that you're sitting with or on the other line oh, they have to say all this stuff. You know what I mean? So you want to do it naturally. Like you notice when I did the 3-way validation with Kyra, I edified and said all of that before I was getting the leader on the line. When you get the leader on the line, the only thing you should be saying is, hey, you know, Miss Thornton Bush, I actually have Miss Kyra right here, and I already told her that I would get you on the line and help answer her questions. What she liked best is blah, blah, blah. So in person, you will say that in person. You know what I mean? So you'll say, oh, Kyra, before I get on the phone, what did you like best about what you saw or what you heard? And then you repeat that to the person on the phone, your leader, and say, LaVonda, you know what? Or Miss Thornton Bush, you know what? She actually liked the fact that she's already traveling and she could turn this into some income. And then put your phone on speakerphone, and so that you're still a part of that three-way validation. You're going to hear me or Miss Harris say that, you know what? Carrie couldn't have been the more perfect person to partner with. And Carrie, you've been on 3 Ways with me before, so you already know the process, right? So when you're doing the one-on-ones, it's the same thing. Now, now I know you are meeting with a lot of businesses, you still want to do the 3-way validation, but that may be different in the sense of it depends on the type of business and the way that you're presenting the information. We would do the 3-way validation a little differently just because corporations and businesses and the structure is different. Does that make any sense for you?
Yes, ma'am, it does. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Carrie. Carrie is a bronze builder, y'all. She's moments away from hitting silver, and she's doing an amazing job. We're so proud of you, Carrie, and Andrew. They're double trouble.
Double trouble. Well, we have one last one, and this is from Jamie. She says, or if my 3-way call goes great, but the person doesn't want to call me back. When I reach out to them in a few days, they say that it's not for them now. Keep reaching out. How often? How much time should I wait?
Okay, so now there's a difference in following up if they haven't answered or if they said they were interested and had not yet signed up, versus if they said that they are now no longer available or they're no longer interested. If they say they're no longer interested, don't waste your time following up. There's nothing to follow up to because they're no longer interested. If they don't answer, if they said they were signing up and haven't yet signed up, you just keep following up, right? I have a lady on the team that told me in November 2015 that she was signing up next month. Next month turned into her sign-up date was actually February 2017. So she was telling me next month for over a year, right? So you just keep following up as long as they're open to the opportunity. If they tell you, no, I'm not interested, then mark them off your list and leave them alone, right? Because you definitely don't want to seem like you're begging anyone or that you're chasing anyone. That was a great question, Jamie. Was that it, Miss Harris?
Let me check the chat. She said that she didn't think it was right time for her, and that's perfectly fine because
okay.
Again, in most cases it don't be the right time for them, but they never told you no. We if they say do not contact me anymore, then of course we're going to respect their wishes. But in most cases, if they say, you constantly get the runaround, call me back, oh, just give me a call back in a month, give me a call back in 2 weeks. I told LaVonda to give me a call back after the new year. And guess what? She did. And then I partnered. So, it just varies in a person in regards to a person's situation. The holidays are coming up, but I will tell you this, do not use the holidays as an excuse for them either, because in most cases they are seeking opportunities to earn additional income. And I know during the school time, Raynelda had a boom in her business, and we thought that they were going to say, oh, it's the school time, we're getting our children prepared for school. And I think she became a goal builder during that time frame. So just never push anyone to the side. You just never know what situation it is. And you definitely want to make sure that you get them jump started correctly.
Right. And so if it's someone that says that timing is wrong, if you guys haven't already, read your first year in network marketing. Mark Yarnell actually says that 6 months is a sweet spot to follow up with people that says that timing isn't right. 6 months is half a year. So a lot can change. People lose their jobs. People find out they're expecting, they have a baby. death has occurred, maybe they received a new job. There's a lot that can happen in 6 months, but more importantly, you yourself and your business can grow a lot in 6 months. So that then when you're contacting them back and they'll say, well, what's been going on with you? What have you done in the business? Then you can be like I was with Miss Harris. When I first connected with Miss Kyra, I was a goal builder. When she partnered, I was already a director, right? And so that makes it more attractive to people as well, knowing that you hadn't been waiting 6 months for them. The same with Renelda. You know, she contacted people before she ranked up, and now contacting them as a goal builder is different. And she's lost her job. So a lot can change in 6 months. So you want to keep that in your mind as well. And I think we have another question.
Yes, last one is from Reynelda. Can we still perform three-way chats during the day when it's hard to get someone on the phone to perform a three-way?
Yes, you can. So that is something that we have tried out and it's worked. Guys, people are on Facebook while they should be working. We know that. And so not everyone is available to get on the phone. Another thing that we've run into is different time zones and countries. So some countries, people may not be able to use their phone, but they can use Facebook. So we can do a three-way chat, phone chat. It could be a video conference or just chatting with inside the inbox. So we definitely can do that. And so what I have on the screen right now is Online Travel Fun. This is our team page. Y'all, we should have 5,000 likes on this page. So I'm going to change this picture, but this is not my page, meaning I'm not the one that is, I'm not, branded. So I want to keep it that way. So this is our page. When people inbox, guess what? They're going to find out that they have to get back to the person who originally invited them. But the reason why we want this page is so that we can share travel parties. You can invite people to it. We'll share like the calls. We'll share webinars. We'll share different posts, and we're going to build it up with content so that people then, you have a Facebook page that's helping you build a business, okay? That's one thing. And then here I wanted to, I guess I'll get more into this after we talk about the travel. I'm sorry, I get messages and stuff all day long because I use Facebook a lot. So I'm trying to clear this up so you can see it. This is Miss Nona's Facebook page. And people won't leave me alone right now. Hold on. Let's see here. I'll pull it up here, Miss. And I'm pulling this up so that you can see, because some people have been asking about how do they build their page for travel. So her page is Travels by Travel Beauty. That's her brand. Here she has her picture, her personal picture as her profile picture. And she has just this, I think that's a Charisma hotel. I don't know. It is Charisma, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, she has a vacation picture as her cover photo. And she's promoting different trips, right? So some of her trips, she lists the exact name of it, the amount that's due, when the balance is due. She gives information. She has pictures there. She put different sayings and different things on her page and just building content. She also posts her page inside of different groups. Miss Nona does not build a team, okay? She is strictly booking and selling travel. So a question that pops up all the time is, can I be successful booking travel? Yes, you can. I have several agents on the team that does not build a team. All they do is book travel. There are some advantages and disadvantages to doing that, which is, you know, if something were to happen where you, let's say, like Hurricane Harvey. When Hurricane Harvey happened, one of my personal agents lost several thousands of dollars in commission. The good thing is he still got paid a portion of his commission, but it was nowhere near the commission he would have earned had he if the cruise wasn't canceled, right? But when I think about what happened during Hurricane Harvey, people were canceling trips. People were then no longer booking the trips that they were planning to book because they wanted to hang on to their money. They didn't know how long they would be without electricity or if they would be off from work. Some people were off from work, guys, and not getting paid. But as a builder, my business wasn't affected, right? Because it didn't matter if people were booking travel or not. People were joining my team still from California. I had someone join in Trinidad, New York, and Nevada, right? And so that's powerful. So if you build both, then you have more solidarity. So now let's talk about the travel side. I want to answer some of your questions about Planet Marketing. I'm sorry, IntelliTravel. IntelliTravel, again, at the beginning, I said, let's go ahead and take a look at the 18 modules, complete your training. Guys, when we're talking about booking our travel agent rate, know that it is not the same process as booking your own customer travel, okay? I've had several agents that get started. They don't watch the training modules. They try to book their own travel on their IntelliTravel booking engine. They see that the rates are comparable. Next thing they're doing is they're canceling their business because, and when I reach out and say, hey, what happened? They say, well, I didn't find better deals for my own travel. So I thought that it would be very important to host this part of the training or our training tonight so you understand that you do not use the IntelliTravel booking engine or the IntelliTravel back office for your personal travel agent rates, okay? You will either call the suppliers directly, and when we say suppliers and vendors, we're talking about the airlines, the cruise ships, the hotels, the resorts, the rental car companies. You will email them. You will go online to their websites, or you'll simply Google it, okay? So going back to that, let me go back online here. There are suppliers like Vacation Express. When you go to Vacation Express, they're one of our preferred vendors, right? They have the instructions on how to sign up with them, so I'm not going over all of that tonight. Just want to point out where to look. So when you're on these supplier sites, guys, there's some information. They talk about the packages, flights, hotels, group travel, weddings, deals. Here to the left-hand side, you'll see your booking reservations, charter flights. Here they have agent reduced air, right? So then when you click here on agent reduced air, they're telling you about the free airfare. So here to request reduced agent and companion air rates, they give you specific instructions. Here they're telling you, you can go Cancun, $199, round trip, $299. Here they have some Cincinnati departures, and they're giving you some airfare rates and specific dates, okay? For more information, you can click here, and it gives you the charter flight. There are also some agent incentives, the Fly Free program. The Fly Free program is telling you that if you book 5 flights or vacations, you're going to get one free, right? A complimentary flight. So here is how a lot of times when I want something for free, especially like flights, or if they're saying, hey, if you book this many cabins, you get this free, or whatever. A lot of times I'll promote a certain type of travel just so that I can get this free. So it says the max number of free seats per booking is 2 if you book 25 passengers or more, right? So that's a Fly Free group. So that now if someone reach out to you and they're saying, hey, I want to plan a group to Hawaii. If Hawaii isn't a part of Vacation Express, I will ask questions like, why Hawaii? Are you open to Punta Cana? Are you open to Jamaica? So that I know that if I book this group of 25 to either of those suppliers, that I will then get a free trip. Now, while I'm here, I'll just go ahead and mention this. There are promotions and different deals. So I saw that here. When you click on deals, they have some last minute deals and they have some early booking deals. So the last minute deals usually means that they have until like December or January to take the trip. Early booking deals means that they have time to set up a payment plan, and perhaps this trip won't happen until spring or summer of next year, right? So depending on, my audience mostly is in the Houston area, definitely Texas, Louisiana. So Dallas, Houston, New Orleans are places that I usually advertise deals and prices to, because I know a lot of my network online is there. Will people reach out to me from other places? Absolutely. So when you go here, guys, it's really clicking through. So without even putting in information, there are some last minute deals from Houston already here. Oasis Palm, 2 kids, 12 and under, stay, play, and eat free, right? And it tells you 4-night all-inclusive package with round-trip airfare starting at $579. They must travel between January 4th through January 31st. So when you saw how I showed you Miss Nona's page, this is where she's getting the information from, y'all. She's posting it out there. So when people reach back to her, all she have to do is log in, put in the information, go to Oasis Palm, and she have complete information. You have Riviera Maya, 753. It tells you how many stars. Sunscape, that's Am Resorts. That's the Am Resorts master agent opportunity. So you can book that here with Vacation Express, or you can go directly to them. So that's a good way when you want to figure out, how do I start piquing people's interest? Here's some information that you can go straight to, or you can pick your own date. So a popular time that people travel is Valentine's Day, right? So Valentine's Day this year falls on a Wednesday. So let's say if someone wants to take a trip from Friday and they'll stay for 3 nights so they can be back to work on time, or they take a 3-day weekend. So let's say Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, they check out Monday, or let's do a 2-night, because a lot of people do that. They'll go somewhere for 3 days, Friday through Sunday, so they're back at work on Monday, right? 1 room, 2 adults. I click, and Vacation Express is coming up with some amazing deals to offer. And what I'll do is I'll decide what to promote on my Facebook page. This is very important that you guys understand this, because you don't have to wait for these suppliers to email you and tell you what's on sale. But better yet, okay, they don't have anything. Oh, I have Punta Cana, Santa, That's why. That's not a very common place to travel to. Hold on, let's do Cancun, Riviera Maya. Okay, so some people are waiting for the suppliers to send them all the information. You can go out and you can create your own packages based on 4-day weekends. People usually take vacations for holidays, Labor Day, Memorial Day, President's Day, things like that. So now I have some prices that I can put together my own post. Let's just go to this one. It's a featured selection. Your clients will save up to 27% booking through you. 8 more room types available. So I'll select it. When you select it, it's going to give you all the information that you need. So it talks about the room amenities, right? This is a suite. It features 2 queen size beds or 1 king bed, stocked mini bar, private balcony. So these are the things you can actually talk about on Facebook Live, right? Here is a deluxe room, all-inclusive. That's for an extra $24. Here they have Eco Superior Room, all-inclusive, bunk beds for the kids. That's a pretty cool room, right? So here's all the information there. You just pick, you'll select your room type, and then there's some flights here. So they're telling you from Houston, departing on Delta Airlines. Here's the flight itineraries. You can select that, or whichever flight option that you choose, right? They'll give you different ones. If you select it, That is non-refundable. Okay, see how this pops up, non-refundable ticket selection. I agree. Or I could cancel and say never mind. But just for the sake of this training, I'm going to go ahead and pick it. So you guys see how simple it is. Some people, I tell you guys, just try it out. You can't break it. There's nothing on this website we can break, but it's good to see or to practice it. So by the time someone contacts you to book the travel, you're not freaking out, having a heart attack because you've never done this. So play around with it. Here's a shared transfer bonus. So for $29 per person, this is their transfer from the hotel to the resort. There's different types. They give you all the information, or you can do a private transfer plus a bonus feature. So stretch out on private door-to-door service, free shopping tour. Oh, that's cool. That's the bonus feature. So here, that's for $99 per vehicle, right? A private transfer, $99 per vehicle. So it'll tell you per person, per vehicle. Then you have, and let's just, why not do private transfer since it's for a fake client anyway, right? Then the the protection. So you can either get your protection here, or you can use our IntelliTravel has vacation travel insurance that you can book. It's a preferred vendor. It's in our back office, guys. Sign up for it. So if you don't select insurance here, you definitely want to do it there. You say, I understand the risk and decline travel insurance and select their insurance. That's great. Or you can go ahead and get protection here. Here's some other bonuses. So just the other day, I don't remember if it was a call or a webinar, there was something happening. Someone was saying, I don't understand. Oh, it was in a travel party. I don't understand how these people know how to get this stuff. How would they know to do a champagne tour or zip line? This is how simple it is, y'all. The suppliers will have different things that's available. Honeymoon bonus says proof required. So I guess it means, they want to know recent marriage. So I guess your marriage license certificate or whatnot. Select that if that's applicable to your clients. Reduced deposit plan. So that means that there's a $225 per person reduced plan, or you can accept whichever plan. Here's some more excursions and things that they have. And then if they have more options, click that. But they have all the information here. Normally, when you click the option, then you'll have to select dates that your clients would want to go on, or sometimes it leaves it up to them. Okay, so you go through this whole process, and I'm just going through this for the sake of training, and I want to make sure that people who are interested understand. So now I don't know who my client is yet, right? So I don't have any of this information to fill in, like their contact info. But here I already have the package information. The deposit that's due is $912. It's due today. And here's the final payment date next month on the 26th, based on the dates that I gave them. If I selected the reduced deposit, then it would have been a less amount, right? So that's that on booking travel. But here, let's just go to a random website. Let's go to, I didn't type it all the way. I said that you can book your travel agent rates directly through the supplier. So any travel website that you go on, y'all, keep in mind that they will have a phone number. They'll have a contact us link. And if you look further, somewhere on that website, you will see something that will relate to travel agents or travel professionals, travel agencies. That's you. When you click on it, like here, you have to register, right? And I'm already registered with them. But when you click on it, it will either tell you, I hope this is my password, how to register. It will tell you how to get your rates there. It will tell you information, right? Your own reservations. It will give you all types of things. So let's go to one that people know about. Ms. Harris, which one should I go to?
Go to Marriott.
Okay. Marriott. Good one. Okay, because we all know Marriott. So, and this is a good one because most people already have Marriott accounts set up as consumers. And again, even on Marriott's website, it's the standard Marriott website. This is not the travel agent website. This is just Marriott.com. When you scroll all the way down, they have the option travel agents. So when you click on travel agents, it's talking to you here about the new training, new benefits, that information. I actually posted that on my page the other day. But then they require you to put in your IATA number and sign in. Our IATA number is actually, or it says here already, ARC or CLIA number. You will put that here. So I'm not going to type that out because I don't know if this recording will reach somebody that's not on our team or in the company. So I just wanted you guys to really see that. When you go to Google, here's one of my favorites. So if you don't know quite where you want to go, you can say Hawaii for travel agents. Okay. You could say Hawaii for travel agents, right? So now different things come up. Hawaii travel agents, the Hawaii Islands, agents.gohawaii.com. That sounds like something for us, right? So we go here, learn more with Explore Hawaii. Now, Carrie, aren't you a Hawaii specialist?
Yes, ma'am, I am. I've done the destination specialist course as well as all of the individual islands specialist courses as well. So my next step is going to Hawaii and getting boots on the ground training.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. So talk to us about how simple that was, because I know you did not reach out to me for help. How were you so self-sufficient in that process?
Well, I had clients that wanted to go to Hawaii, and I think I may have discovered this through Travel Agent Academy or one of the other educators that we have access to. And it really was easy to get signed up and to go through the courses. They have videos that you watch, and they're pretty, the videos are pretty short. But my favorite thing is, while I love seeing the pictures, I read faster than they can show me a video. And so with the courses that I took, you can go through and you could read everything that they were sharing in the video. And then you have the quiz to take. And it's pretty extensive because you have 2 generalist courses and then 4 specific courses. And so I probably finished doing 1 or 2 a night. I think it took me about 4 nights doing it. So it was long. It was longer than most that I've done. I think it probably took me 6 hours to do, but it was worth it. It really was. Yep, there it is right there.
Yep, I remember seeing it, and I already knew Hawaii was a long course without even attempting it, just because there's so many islands and each island has a different culture,
Right.
and serves a different purpose. And one thing that I love about our industry is we get to choose what we want or don't want to do, right? And Hawaii just has been one of those destinations that I haven't found an interest to sell. And that's why I told you, I'm going to have some referrals for you. So we, as our team, guys, and for you to keep your sanity, don't try to book everything, right? Like, I haven't became a Disney specialist. I don't turn away my Disney clients. I simply refer them to the Disney specialists that I know that are on our team, right? I have people that have requested certain types of trips, and I know that that's something I don't plan myself, but I don't want to turn them away. So I'll say, hey, you know what? I have an amazing travel agent on my team that can help you with that, and I will get you connected. So it's good that you shared that that certification. And some of you do the same thing because you guys can work with each other. Now, me, I'm a director, so of course I'm not going to ask for a percentage split on commission. But in my previous company, I wasn't a top income earner, right? And so I was booking a whole lot of travel, and I would partner with other agents. And if they had a specialty in something that I didn't, and I didn't have the time to invest to learn it, or maybe I didn't have the confidence to do it, I would say, hey, I know you're already a specialist with Disney. If I refer this family to you, will you split the commission with me? And they would say, yeah, I'll split it 60-40, or whatever it would be, right? So I wanted to throw that out to you guys. But there's the other thing, right? I found that Hawaii course just on Google looking for, all I typed in was Hawaii for travel agents. Now, what if I type in Hawaii travel agent rates? What would come up, right? Oh, somebody already been looking for it. That's the airlines. Miss Kyra Harris actually shared that with us. But I'll go ahead and do that Hawaii travel agent rate. Here it has agent rates and rewards programs. Hilton Hawaiian Village. / travel professional. So that would be the right spot for us, right? And it talks to us about the program rewards. So there's a lot of information here at our fingertips that we actually have access to. They even provide a phone number. Discounted travel agent rates, phone number, must present IATA card at check-in. So a lot of times in lieu of the IATA card, they'll accept the CLIA card. Ask that question before you book it. If you don't have your CLIA card, guys, it's only $65 for the entire year. So you definitely want to make sure you have that CLIA card. And so the other way what other way did I have on here on the PowerPoint? I said, Google was the last thing. So you can Google just about anything. Here is how I found out a lot. Another way, we have the tourism. So let's say if you're going to, they have Hawaii tourism popped up because I was just looking for Hawaii. Let's say you're going to Thailand, and there is a specialty program for Thailand. I completed that a couple years ago. But you also can connect with the tourism of Thailand because then they're going to tell you some things that will help you with your business, such as I worked with the Bahamas tourism because I have a client who's now a business partner who's planning his own cruise. But at first he was my client who was planning a group cruise, who wanted to know if he could rent out a private island for his group cruise. I didn't know that. I reached out to the tourism of the Bahamas. Not only did they tell me it could happen, but they put me in contact with the right people. When I was planning my son's spring break trip for his high school, the tourism board actually put me in contact with a tour operator that specialized in high school spring break trips. Right? So when you contact them, you're doing business and you're having different types of conversations. And guess what they're going to do, y'all? They're actually going to help you plan your travel, or they'll get you in touch with the right person. So here they normally have like a refer to, it wants me to register. I'm not going to register. But there should be a way that you can contact them. And they usually have like an email list. That's somewhere on here. E-services, send an e-card, download website feedback. Let's see. So there's ways that you can contact folks, but the tourism is a good way to go. The tour operators, they're very helpful. There it is. There's the email address. So you can email them, call them. There's always some type of way. So I don't want any of you to think that you're limited only to the information that we have in our back office. Our IntelliTravel back office is very helpful. Okay. It is very, very helpful. And I'll go ahead and log into mine. our IntelliTravel back office has a lot of information, and it'll reroute you to some of these other websites as well, like the Travel Agent Academy, different things like that. So you will see how to get the answers that you need, and especially if you're a night owl like me. So shout out to all of you who are still hanging in there. I did not know that this would take as long as it did, but I hope that this is valuable information. Ms. Harris, while this is loading up, are there any questions that's popping up?
Let me view. Hold on. Casey had inquired. She's like, I'm sorry. She stated, "What about airfare for domestic flights? At least you would get the minimum back. The airlines don't really give deals. My travel interests are DC, Williamsburg, Jamestown, San Antonio." And I had advised her of just Spirit and Allegiant. I know that they do offer, certain TA rates. And then also, just to further elaborate, it depends too. Like if a certain airline has a partnership with a certain state or a certain country, you do qualify for different rates. Because the year I went to Aruba, the first year, United had a Aruba partnership program that they were having during that time, and that's how we qualified to get the reduced rates for our flights. And then again, it just varies with different sites. But do you know of any other ones, Lavonda?
Nope, those are the ones that I refer to the most. Of course, I have been wearing Spirit Airlines out.
Me too.
Frontier Airlines have on their website. Now, I guess it's because the flights that I have found with Frontier were like $29, and I wouldn't imagine that they would give me a rate cheaper than that. But when you go to Frontier website and you click their travel agents link, they have email and phone number, and they talk about travel agent rates here as well. I saw it somewhere and I remember seeing it. But yeah, if you see a travel agent link, on the airline site, go ahead and reach out to them and find out. Domestically, now you guys understand that September 11th has affected the airline industry. So even before that happened, they used to pay really, really good commissions on domestic flights, and they also used to give more flexibility for travel agents to book the flights. Now it's regulated a lot because of terrorism, where you can only book what the airlines have published and things like that. So that the terrorist attacks and all that has really changed the industry. And I wasn't a travel agent before then, but I have several travel agents that are on our team that were brick and mortar travel agents. They've owned their own agencies, or they worked for travel agencies prior to the market crashing and things like that. So that's where that information came from. Okay, the chat is blowing up right now, Ms. Harris. Is that communication?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That was me communicating back and forth with them. Okay. But Carrie said, any ideas when a new website will launch? Per the meeting and when I was at the convention, it did say November, but right now they're still, finishing up the minor things with that. So I don't think we have a current ETA, but I'll definitely follow up with them tomorrow, or you could send an email to them just to see. Desiree, do we get commission on domestic and international flights? Yes, we do, but it does vary. If you're utilizing your IntelliTravel website, we try to keep ourselves reasonably competitive with the other market airfares because of the simple fact it is traffic controlled. So in most cases, they will at least give us a booking fee. And that's the $10, but with the 30% and the 70%. But they normally give us a booking fee. But that is the advantage of using those airfare consolidators, because you are able to add in your additional fee, or if you charge just a general search fee. International flights, basically the same thing too. Sometimes you could get a higher commission. But again, I utilize the airfare consolidators, or if I utilize a different website, I just charge a service fee on behalf of it. Jamie, yes, we do offer agent rates for Spirit. Just go to spirit.com, go all the way to the bottom and click the option that says travel agents, register with them. And then from there, you can be able to have access to their rates. And typically all we have to do is send an email, and we have to send it like 7 days before travel. That's the only thing, but you have a guaranteed seat. And we've never been denied a seat yet. And who else? Yeah, and that's all right now.
All right. So thank you for that, Ms. Harris. And I'm just clicking here in our back office on the education tab. We have partner education. And as soon as you click on the education tab, it actually gives you the IntelliTravel video library. So you can browse by category here. I forget who was that. Oh, that was Teresa I was speaking to earlier. She was asking about Holland Cruises. So you saw how I utilized, how I just utilized Google. So we can use Google to search for things. We have a lot of stuff here in our back office as well. These are all previously recorded webinars. So if you miss a webinar, some people really think that they just won't ever have access to that information again. But if you do see an opportunity to register for a webinar, register for the webinar, guys. And when you attend it, it will automatically update your IntelliTravel certification. So as soon as you reach 5, then that will knock out, I believe that's your Dream Maker, in addition to attending the event and completing your training. Or is that Vacation Builder? Which one is the 5 webinars? Vacation Builder? Maybe? I'm not sure. Travel Insured is the travel company that I was referring to earlier. That if you book through a third party like Vacation Express, through a tour operator like Vax, and you choose not to take the insurance, Travel Insured is our travel company where we can set up the commission. The commission, but you can set up their travel protection separately, and it will ask you questions like how many people are traveling, how long they're traveling, what are the ages of the travelers, how much money did they spend on the trip, what do you want to cover. So there's a lot of things there. So I like using Travel Insured because they pay up to 28% in commission. You will earn commission as well through the suppliers, but they have really good options. They're not crazy expensive, and you earn the top dollar commissions on them. And Mr. James Farrar prefer us to do that, okay, to use Travel Insured. So I think I gave a lot of information tonight. Next Tuesday, we will be here, same place, same time. We can answer any last questions that you have, and I will make sure I share this recording with everyone. Any final questions before we end tonight's training? Anyone want to share a testimony of their bookings? I see we have Miss Casey on. Miss Casey, did you complete that Disney training or that Disney trip for your client? Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Hold on. You're unmuted. I'm not sure. Can you hear her, Kyra?
I can hear you when I'm muted. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear Casey?
No, I can't. Did you unmute yourself, Casey?
Yeah, I think it's something going on with her audio. It's okay. She'll come back. She can hear us because I see she have the serious, I need to get my sound working face. Miss Raynelda.
Miss Lavonda?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, I can tell about a cruise that I booked last Saturday.
Yeah, Teresa, go for it.
Booked it on Carnival Cruise. They my clients just said that they wanted to take a cruise sometime between December 26th and January 4th, and price was important. They gave me their budget, and and they have 2 little girls, so I figured Carnival would be a good choice. And I just went on there. I had signed up for Carnival and didn't really have any training, just went to book the trip and filled out what they needed. It took me a little bit just to learn how to browse their website, and I just sent them the quote, and he said yes. And the first thing I booked him was for the mom and dad and the 2 little girls. So for 4 people, the total price ended up $1,350 for 3 nights, 4-day cruise
Wow.
to the Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas. And that was with $50 cruise credit, onboard credit. So he liked that. And so when I was calling him to get his information, and that was easy, it was just their names and birth dates. I think that was about it. And then when they did it, the credit card information. But when I booked it, then it said, you know, just for this much more, it was just a little bit more, they could get, that was an ocean view. And so then so I said, well, for just a little bit more, you can have a balcony, because he had already told me, you know, I'd really like a balcony, but price is important. So, you know, but they did not want an interior. So they wanted an ocean view at the very least. So then it was $1,600 for the 4 of them for the balcony. And then I said, oh, well, now it's telling me just a little bit more for a balcony suite. And so it ended up being $1,740. And he said, yeah, we'll just do that. I've never had a suite, never had a balcony, so we'll do that. So $1,740. And I called Carnival a few days after, just said, is there anything I need to do? You know, I booked this. Does it look good? Is there anything else I need to do? And he says, no, it looks good. You can have them do check-in, have them check in and tell what time they want to do. Of course, they'll have VIP and they'll be treated special because they have a suite. And he says, good job for your first booking, for first cruise booking. So that made me feel good. And then also I told him that it's going to be the dad's birthday during that trip. And I says, is there anything special you can do? And he says, yeah, we'll bring them a dessert and sing them happy birthday or whatever at their table. And he said, which night do you want it on? So I told him what night, and they said, okay, it's all set up, and that's good. He said, that's the fun day at sea, so that will be a good night. And so anyway, that was really fun for my first cruise booking.
That is awesome. Now talk about how you have one of your cruise clients now considering signing up in the business, because that's actually
I told him
that people miss out on that opportunity.
Well, I felt kind of bad because I didn't tell him before, you know, that, you know, you can travel as an agent. And so I thought, you know, you really should take a look at this travel agency because they're both entrepreneurial. And I said, since you love to travel and you want to take more trips, this would help you to save a lot of money. And then, you know, you want your friends to come, because actually they said, well, we sent your email to some friends. They might travel with us, so you can book for them also. And so I told them, you should really consider being a travel agent. And so they took a look at it and they said, well, it looks really good. And so I'm pretty sure that they're going to be travel agents in the future.
Yes, of course, of course. Well, congratulations. Any other testimonies out there? Casey nailed her Disney trip, so we'll figure out what's going on with the sound. Anyone else want to share? All right, so we are definitely going to use this platform, I said again, for training, sharing, promotions, all that wonderful stuff. And use our chat, guys, to interact, our team page, and let's just grow and have a great time. So I look forward to celebrating each of you and your success in both travel and building your amazing teams. And it's the holidays, so people are looking for extra income. They're looking to save money on their travel. So we're definitely in the best place at the right time. So I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye.